Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, currently touring the Middle East, has reaffirmed that the United States and its Gulf allies are firmly opposed to Iran's proposal to impose transit fees in the strategic Strait of Hormuz. Following discussions with members of the Gulf Cooperation Council in Bahrain, Rubio declared that the U.S. will not tolerate tolls or similar charges on what he described as a vital international waterway. A joint statement issued by the U.S. and 6 Gulf nations explicitly rejects any payments for passage through the strait. According to NHK, while Iran has agreed to ensure free passage for 60 days under a memorandum of understanding, discussions regarding long-term management continue. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi confirmed ongoing communication with Omani officials, while the Omani Foreign Minister Badr al-Basaidi reportedly stated that no tolls or charges would be part of any future agreement. According to GG Press, the yen hovered in the upper yuan-61 range against the US dollar in the New York Foreign Exchange Market on June 25. The market reacted calmly to newly released inflation-related economic statistics, which aligned closely with prior market expectations. At 5 p.m. in New York, the exchange rate stood at 161.74 to 84 yen per dollar, remaining largely unchanged from the same time on the previous day. Prior to the opening of the New York market, selling pressure on the Japanese currency intensified in the London market. During London trading, the yen briefly weakened into the 161.9 euros per dollar, closely approaching the 162 yen mark. This drop pushed the currency near its lowest levels in approximately 39.5 years, highlighting the persistent downward momentum facing the yen amid ongoing monetary policy differentials. According to GG Press, the Russian Foreign Ministry announced on June 25, 2026, that it has designated the Romanian Consul General stationed in the northwestern city of St. Petersburg as persona non grata, an unwelcome person. Russia has demanded the diplomat's expulsion and announced the closure of the consulate. The Russian government claimed that this decision is a direct countermeasure against a similar action previously taken by Romania. In response, the Romanian Foreign Ministry issued a statement on the same day, confirming that its ambassador had been summoned by the Russian Foreign Ministry. The Romanian side dismissed the diplomatic retaliation, stating that Russia's reaction was as expected. According to UPI, a coalition of South Korean civic organizations named Citizens Solidarity for One Korea held a press conference at the National Assembly in Seoul on the 76th anniversary of the outbreak of the Korean War. The coalition strongly urged the government to abandon its de facto two-state policy toward North Korea, arguing that treating the two Koreas as separate states risks institutionalizing the permanent division of the peninsula. They contended that the government's newly released 2026 Unification White Paper, which frames inter-Korean relations as a peaceful two-state relationship, directly conflicts with the South Korean Constitution. Articles 3 and 4 of the Constitution define the entire peninsula as Republic of Korea territory and mandate the pursuit of peaceful unification. Representative Song Sok-jun supported the event, which was also attended by leaders of organizations representing families separated during the Korean War. Critics accused the Unification Ministry of echoing North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's hostile division strategy. The coalition demanded a public apology, the withdrawal of the White Paper, and the removal of restrictions on civic groups sending outside information to North Korea. The European Union has officially released $3.6 billion in funds to Ukraine, marking the first installment of a significant new support loan. According to UPI, the announcement was made by European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen during the Ukraine Recovery Conference 2026. This financial assistance is part of a comprehensive $102 billion support package designated for Ukraine throughout 2026 and 2027. The funds are earmarked for critical budget and defense requirements. As part of the ongoing support for Ukraine's war effort, a portion of the aid is specifically aimed at procuring defense-related products, including drones. This loan is being financed through joint EU debt, following legal challenges that prevented the use of frozen Russian assets. The disbursement remains conditional on Kyiv's commitment to ongoing structural reforms, particularly anti-corruption efforts. While the United States is not contributing to this specific loan, the EU maintains that its financial commitment to Ukraine is sustained and long-term, aimed at helping the nation both defend its territory and achieve future economic growth. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.